Oh my God, standing ovation. That's so sweet. Please have a seat. Oh my God, standing ovation, Shani. That's incredible. You guys shouldn't have. It's not about me today, so first of all, I couldn't be more proud to be here today. You know, I've been doing quite a little bit of speaking in the last year and a half, and I've noticed there's so much like-mindedness. For the first time in a long time, we realized that we have more neighbors that believe in the same thing we believe. You know, I've been a client of UTA for about 17 years with Shani Rosenzweig, who's been my agent since day one. And I've been very proud to see the evolution of this agency, because they stand for more than just most movies and TV. You know, they really have become a family to me. And my story, like everyone's story, is one of survival. It's one of living life while dreaming for a better tomorrow. The tomorrow that back in our countries is, you know, it's never been guaranteed. You know, my parents sold everything they had back in Venezuela just so we can return to the United States. And I quote my dad, who, by the way, always sounded like he was drunk. He was always like, mijo, mijo, I just want you to get the education that we never had. He said that was our only job when we got to America, was to get the education that they never had. My sisters and I were the first ones to speak English in our family. You know, I remember walking a few miles a couple of times a week with my mom and my sisters, and we would go to the 99-cent store for the groceries of the month or whatever. And I remember very vividly, of course, first of all, 99-cent store, nothing against it, because I still go today. There's a lot of cheap candy, and you know, there's no, you know, there's the charms with a guy that doesn't have a hat, you know. There's a lot of colas. But I remember my mom stopping every couple of blocks to give her little hands a little break. And I would notice my mom's hands, and I would see that they would get red, and we would take a little break every couple of blocks. And this happened for a couple of years. And I told my mother that day, I said, Mom, one day we're gonna drive. And one day we did. So you see, my story, it's not my story. It's the story of millions that for generations have come to this land and brick by brick made it a country. Because of them, we look out the window and we see that American flag, and we know that at any minute, anything can happen. That at any minute, we will all wake up to our own personal American dream. See, that's the immigrant story. We build a country that we can live with one another and thrive together and continue to move forward together and continue to celebrate our culture, to continue to celebrate one another as people. That's what we're here to do. That's why we're uniting our voices today, to remind everyone that this country was built by every single one of us, and our parents and our grandparents. This is the day where we remind everyone this is not somebody else's country. This is our country. That every single one of us had a brick in our hand, and from our grandparents to our parents to us today, we laid a brick down to make this country still great. You know, I stand here today for my family, but I stand here today for those who continue to take the jobs that most people assume they magically get done. There are hundreds and thousands of jobs in this country that the people that are working there are being threatened today for rendering services and taking jobs that we all assume that they get done magically. So today we have to unite our voices for them. And I stand here today for those who would, through their culture, have defined our home. For every immigrant that continues to dream with sacrifice. That's why we're here today. I couldn't be more proud to be on the stage as we unite and create an example for our industry. That our responsibility is more than just telling stories. Our responsibility is to tell the truth. Our responsibility is to continue to tell the stories that will teach us and educate us and inspire us to claim the better today. Because it's not just about tomorrow. Today, we have to take the first step. So I'm proud, I'm humbled and blessed that I had a few minutes with you guys today. But I'm more proud to be a citizen of this country. And I'm more proud to be part of this group, the people that know for sure that tomorrow will define who we are as a country in the eyes of the world. Because we won't let one moment in time divide what we've built for a couple hundred years. We stand here free with our voice and holding each other's hands. And before I introduce our next speaker, I always like to end this, my humble little speeches with the following exercise. There's a lot of people here. There's a lot of beautiful people here. They're all believing something. They all believe, and we all relate to one another in more ways than we actually can even imagine. And today, uniting all the conversations is important. So if you look to your left, to your right, in front of you, behind you, I'd like for you to shake someone's hand right now. Someone that you've never met before. And embrace in this moment where you are now together in this historic moment where we lead each other's minds and our vision and our dream for it to be the American dream, which is what we're about. Well, thank you on behalf of my family, my Mama Wilmer Valderama, my Balbino Valderrama, and my sisters Marilyn and Stephanie Valderrama, my nephew Christian Valderrama. I thank you for being here because together we're gonna make sure my nephew has a better tomorrow. So now it'd be my honor to introduce someone who has fought the fight out there in the front lines. Someone who is a son of a father immigrant and a mother refugee. He is he's the director, executive director of ACLU Southern California. I'm proud to know him, and I'm proud of the work he's done, and proud of the work that he's continued to do. Director Hector Villagra.